Hey guys, welcome back to Ultra Healers. This is Baljit Saini, and I spent the last 6 months researching anxiety treatments and anxiety coping strategies, basically how to heal anxiety naturally. Did some experiments on myself as well that have actually worked. So I made this 3-part video series on coping strategies and anxiety treatments. Now, if you haven't watched part 1 yet, please go back and watch part 1 before you watch this video series. Okay. So this is part 2 of the 3-part video series, and you're going to get a lot of information on how to heal anxiety naturally, basically anxiety treatments. So I know you're going to get a lot out of this course. You're going to enjoy it, and without further ado, let's continue. Okay. Now we're going to talk about cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT. We're also going to touch on cognitive intervention and cognitive restructuring. Cognitive behavioral therapy can help a person understand the main reasons for anxiety and work to heal anxiety from the root rather than just focus on the surface. CBT focuses on challenging and changing unhelpful cognitive distortions and behaviors, improving emotions, and helps people develop coping strategies for anxiety. CBT takes a few weeks to a few months to get the results, and I highly suggest it. There are a number of subdomains of CBT, like cognitive interventions and cognitive restructuring, which you can read all about on a simple Google search. All right, mindfulness meditation. Mindfulness and meditation are key players when it comes to healing anxiety. Being mindful of every situation that is going on around you will keep you analyzing your experiences from a third-person perspective. Let's say you're mindful of each anxiety trigger and you take notes in your journal each time you get anxiety. If you plot your experiences on a graph, you will notice a trend or a pattern. Then you can use your mindfulness skills to break certain patterns or break negative feedback loops based on your analysis. Mindfulness is nothing but staying in the present moment and being completely aware of your surroundings, as well as your bodily sensations. Meditation is similar, but it helps focus on the subconscious. The subconscious holds a lot of trauma, and many times the brain defaults to those traumatic moments causing anxiety to flare up. What meditation does is it helps rewire those traumas. When you're repeatedly centering yourself during, let's say, a 30-minute meditation session, it helps the brain understand that we need not cling to unnecessary thoughts. It detaches us from suffering, basically. When we do this regularly, we begin to notice a sense of calm and a lower level of anxiety. But why? Because meditation helps the brain get into a state called alpha state or theta state, where not as much chaos is going on in the mind. It writes code over trauma in the subconscious, and when we're conscious, we can easily dodge negative thoughts and traps from happening with even more ease. When there's less chaos, there's less chances of stress hormones like cortisol to be released. It helps you slow down and observe your surroundings without judgment. In simple terms, meditation helps us detach from anxiety-prone thoughts, and also studies show that meditation increases serotonin and produces deep states of relaxation by activating the anterior cingulate cortex, the area that primarily focuses on thinking and emotions. The default mode network is activated when one meditates on a regular basis. Not only does it reduce anxiety, but also depression, and increases pain tolerance. It also increases memory, self-awareness, and goal setting. Studies show that meditation increases alpha waves, which also allow people to feel more joy, makes one feel more grateful, and increases love, reduces sadness, reduces anger, improves sleep, improves focus, and concentration. Wow! It also helps in compassion, decision-making, improving your sex life, helping fight addictions, reducing loneliness, encouraging weight loss, and slow down the aging process. Oh my God, wow. And all of this for a very low cost. All you need is some time to allocate per day. The amygdala and cortex get repaired through meditation. That's amazing, isn't it? Just like going to the gym helps build muscle and strengthen your cardiovascular system, meditation is like a workout for the brain. It's much needed. Well, if you want to speed up the process, let's talk about what you should do along with meditation. You probably know what the next item is. It's exercise and yoga. Exercise is a fundamental way to restore the body into homeostasis or balance. Actually, it doesn't just bring the body into balance, but goes above and beyond that, releasing dopamine, endorphins, serotonin, oxytocin, and other feel-good chemicals, as well as neurotransmitters, which results in lower levels of anxiety and higher levels of bliss. Not only can exercise help you lose weight and get more lean, but long-term effects of exercise have been shown to be the single most significant booster of positive benefits on the overall repair mechanisms of the brain and the body. Exercise produces endorphins that are chemicals in the brain which act as natural painkillers and help reduce stress. Exercise can help improve your mood, reduce panic disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder or PTSD, fear, worry, all by decreasing stress hormones like cortisol. It helps distract you from negative thinking and emotions because it takes your mind off of problems due to the rush you get from endorphin release. It also produces new brain cells and promotes neuroplasticity, which helps rewire neurons in the brain. Yoga is like moving meditation because you move from one posture to another and have to hold each posture while focusing on your breath. This prevents the mind from wandering because you're fully focused on holding that posture and breathing properly. Doing this helps the brain get into the alpha state, which is the meditative state, and thereby reduces stress and anxiety. A 2018 study in complementary therapies in clinical practice revealed that yoga can lower heart rate, blood pressure, stress, depression, and anxiety, as well as increase energy, feelings of well-being, and respiration. Amazing. Okay, next. Breathwork and pranayama. This is one of my favorite ways to combat anxiety. Breathing properly. Breathwork and pranayama has roots that date back thousands of years and was used to reach higher realms of consciousness and spiritual dimensions through release of DMT and absorbing maximum pranic energy. Pranayama basically helps open our third eye and keep our subtle energies in maximum alignment with the universe. The issue is that since it's so unconscious, many people are breathing wrong. It's so weird that the most basic and important thing in the entire world is something we don't even really focus on much because we take it for granted. I took it for granted. Well, these days people are starting to become more educated on the benefits of breathing exercises. But this is all just new information to the Western world. Yogis in India have been practicing how to control the breath for thousands and thousands of years. Pranayama in Sanskrit describes yogic breathing techniques that have the ability to quickly increase our energy, reduce stress, improve mental clarity, reduce anxiety, improve our overall physical health, and open our intuition by keeping the pineal gland healthy. There are many different types of breathing exercises like Anulom Vilom, alternate nostril breathing, Ujjayi, Shitali, Brahmari, Kapalbhati, Bastrika, and many more. One of the really unique things about pranayama is that it focuses on energy that Westerners are just now understanding is a part of our life force called prana. We breathe this vital energy and it's much needed for the subtle layers that make up our energetic bodies. Without these subtle layers, we simply can't exist. Prana is the energy of consciousness, which yogis say is the entire universe is a manifestation of. When we have low prana, we are at risk of experiencing anxiety, worry, fear, uncertainty, depression, and negative emotions. When our prana is high, we feel a sense of well-being, natural pleasure, bliss, happiness, whole, complete, balanced, and energized. In my opinion, and the opinion of many others, including Time Magazine, breathwork is the most important practice when it comes to calming the nervous system down and coping with anxiety. Here's a breathing practice that worked for me. When I feel anxiety coming on, I breathe very slowly, taking in normal breaths and exhaling normally but slowly. After a few minutes, I'll take in the deep, satisfying breath. Once I take in that deep, satisfying breath, I'll take in a few more deep breaths, breathing in slowly and breathing out slowly. Then I'll repeat the process until the anxiety is gone. This breathing technique has done wonders for me. I also like to practice other breathing exercises like Kapalbhati and alternate nostril breathing. Kapalbhati fires things up and gets me energized, while alternate nostril breathing helps me calm down and feel relaxed. I really like Agnisar as well. This is a vacuum breathing where you release all of the air from your lungs and then pump your stomach muscles in and out for 20 to 30 reps, and then repeat this process about 4 times. You can look that up on Google. This helps burn fat and helps organs around the stomach receive proper nutrients faster. We can talk about breathing techniques for days, but you can read all about pranayama and breathwork on the internet. Hey guys, how did you like part 2 of the 3-part video series on anxiety treatments and coping strategies? Let me know in the comments below, and I'm going to put a link in the description on a course that I actually created on how to heal anxiety completely naturally. So if you're interested in that course, check out the description below and you'll get a link to that course. Thank you, and check out part 3 of this 3-part video series on anxiety treatments. Part 3 will be right here, okay? If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share and subscribe, because it really helps with the algorithm and I really want to get this word out there. Thank you so much, and take care, and check out part 3.